1989 is a very key year for Lego. It's a landmark year. It's the year we got Lego Pirates. And more importantly, it's the year we got facial hair on our minifigures and other things besides the standard grin. So I've had this catalog. I think this is one somebody sent me, and it's in English. I speak English, and I almost didn't give this a thorough look, and then I realized on the back it says it's from the UK. That England, where they say maths instead of math, and somehow that's more efficient. It's like it's less math is less letters. It just makes more sense to say math. But in the UK they say maths, but I found out that's not the only thing they say differently. Of course, I guess they think we say things differently, and we do, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just whatever you grow up with. But man, do they say some things different here? And I don't recall ever hearing these. If you live in the UK, Robin, for instance, you probably know this, and some of you other people in the UK, this is your time to shout out. But this catalog is amazing, and not for the reasons I expected. But yeah, we're going to look at this 1989 catalog. I say Falcons. What do you say? Do you say Falcons? Falcon? It's Falcons. It's Atlanta Falcons. And this catalog is from the UK. And Mike from that chapter is from the UK, Ireland or something. Is that the UK? And he likes the Atlanta Falcons. See, I can tie anything in. And the Falcons are one of the factions of the castle theme. And I'm going to find out that the UK calls some of these things different than what we did. What an amazing cover. He's looking for the rare 1x1 light gray plates, I think. It's not a wraparound cover, but yeah, we see here on the back, this is printed in England by Cripplegate Printing. Man, look at all the names. The address is like a mile long. So this is a key year, 1989, and it's the Lego catalog. All right, so let's look at this thing. All right, so first of all, the introduction, which is typical. There's no end to all the little creations, the creations little fingers and engineering minds can make from the variety of bricks. So it mentions how most of the sets have instructions, but you can build whatever you want, and it actually encourages kids to build whatever they want, not necessarily the main model. So we're going to be looking at this. These are the themes: Duplo, Basic, Fabuland, sorry Jason, Pirates, which is new, and then the staples of Castle, Town, and Space. They still had trains. This set was apparently in stores a long time. This is the 1989 catalog. I did a video on that, the supercar. So let's see what's going on. Oh, and just this is an interesting disclaimer here. A lot of consumers ask us, what is the price of this and that? And however, the law says every shopkeeper is free to determine the sales price. Not us, says the Lego Group. Nevertheless, in order to help you, we show appropriate prices that are only for guidance. Listen, people, what are you, morons? We neither recommend nor suggest retail prices, and they imply no obligation on the shopkeeper. So that's the official Lego statement, read in the tone that I perceive it from the Lego Group. All right, so this is Basic, which is my least favorite theme from the era. Did I skip Duplo? Did they start with Basic? Where's Duplo? So the Basic is what Classic is today, and I have no interest in most of this stuff other than the battery box, the idea book, the bag, and the wind-up motor. $8.95 wind-up motor, the plastic wind-up motor. I think Jason's got that from Jason's Bricks and 5. These sets are a little more interesting, but yeah, enough of that. Just dump your bricks out. And it talks about you can use the container for storage. Does anybody do that? Okay, here's everybody's favorite theme from 1989, Fabuland. I don't think I need to tell you any more about Fabuland. I think you've heard enough about me about Fabuland. It says the bigger boxes come with a booklet to read aloud. You got to yell it out. And it's an elephantastic idea. She didn't really say that. They just said, hold these two figures up and smile. All right, now this is the theme. Oh, Castle, late 80s, early 90s. I was all about Castle. I owned every one of these sets. I remember them being on clearance. It was a great time. But one thing I did not know is what they called them in the UK. So, for instance, this is the Black Falcon's Fortress. They call it Castle Draco and the Black Knight. Why y'all fuss at us about saying math, and you make the name, it's Black Falcons. Simple, 2 words. It's no. In the UK, it's Castle Draco and the Black Knight, with drawbridge and defending soldiers. I loved how all these could connect. But the one that was really interesting to me is the Forestman's Hideout. That's what we called it. It's Robin Hood's Tree Hideaway. Oh, then they simplified this one. It's ship, period. And then we got Robin Hood's Secret Cove. The State Barge with 5 knights. The goodness, what are the Robin and Friends and Foes. And then the Battering Ram and Defensive Wall with 6 knights. What a name for a set. And then the Black Fortress. So yeah, that was Forstmann. But obviously in the UK, the home of Robin Hood, they really focus on that Robin Hood name. Did not know that. It's not what we called him. All right, now the new theme. Oh, this is great. I think I have this as a poster. This scene here is on one of my posters coming down the stairs. Is watch out, the pirates are coming. So thank you for the facial hair. Did some of those castle figures have facial hair? I think most of them didn't, but there might have been a few. Nope, they're all standard minifigure grins. Unless that Black Knight's castle had something, but it said, watch out, the pirates are coming. Look, it says, somewhere in the Caribbean, the governor's soldiers are terrorizing the natives, always trying to keep the pirates from the hidden treasure. It's up to you to let the best man win. We don't fight. Let's all get along. Now this is, all right, so again, I don't think there's anything anybody doesn't know about here, these sets, but what do you call that? We call it the Black Sea's Barracuda. In the UK, they call it the pirate ship Dark Shark. So if you collect sharks, you got to get the Dark Shark. Why do they call it the Dark Shark? And then some of the Imperial soldiers things, instead of doing that, like this is, I can't even think of the name now because this book has brainwashed me. It's El Dorado Fortress. They call it Governor's Fort Sabre with prison and dungeon pit for captured pirates. Now that's a lot more catchy name than El Dorado Fortress. Caribbean Clipper is the governor's ship Seahawk with 2 working cannons to ward off pirates, a crew of 4. Very efficient name. Governor's Bastion. We got Pirate Island with 4 pirates, lookout, prison, swaying palms, a monkey, and a shark. Are these just description? Oh, wait a minute. That guy's named Bosun. Bosun. Oh, man. These names. Where do y'all come up with these names? Oh, to be in the UK. I'm not making fun of people in the UK. I'm laughing with them, not at them. All right, so this is the new Grand Prix racing scene. Do they give these any fancy names? No, they're pretty standard names. I don't know if they're the other names that we see, but there's a nice little city set up there. I say city, it's town. Town was so much cooler. Yeah, they do have longer names for these, like hospital. Hospital with a theater. So when you come in for your surgery, you can be entertained. Well, yeah, hospital with operating theater. Again, this is me not knowing the UK expressions. I'm watching Vera. I'm trying to learn. I still don't know a lot of the terms, but I'm trying to catch up. Let's see if there's anything. Was something else interesting here? No, it's pretty. Yeah, it's not. City's okay. Town. I mean town. All right, and so more town sets here. I do love the photography they do with this. All right, police. Oh. Let me go back to this. I just remembered something. Space. Talking about space. It says black space, white space, monorail, and the new space police. So I didn't know there was black space and white space, but that's what we're going to find out. The space police are calling. The Scorpio modular transporter and the Magna carrier. This is not what we call this stuff over here. It's actually quite fascinating. And I'm about to get to the one that really caught me off guard. Now I think that is the Galactic Enforcer. Is that right, or is it just I don't know? These names I've done forgot what the actual names are, but you notice we have the Futuron monorail in this picture. Isn't that amazing? We got Space Police. We got some old Blacktron there. Here's our Blacktron. So the Blacktron Starbase, Blacktron Cruiser. There's that one they made the re-release of that Blacktron Cruiser. But the one that got me, Futuron monorail, Space Trak Century. Space Trak. It's called Space Trak. We got Stargate, Hyperpod. These names, Plasma Drive Starship. Just very interesting names. But I don't see black space and white space. What happened to black space and white space they promised us? I told you the space police would find us. Yeah. Legoland Space. And then this is what I wish I had experienced as a young adult is Lego trains. One of my favorites of all time, the 7745 electric high-speed train set. We got a monorail terminal. We'll call that the car transport base, I think. Here we got the electric mixed train set, the double crossing, and then you got your 4.5 volt trains. Man, just 1989, you could still get awesome Lego trains. Yep. And then there's that supercar, or test car is what they call it. I did build that one not too long ago, did a video on it. A lot of the Technic from this era I'm not too crazy about. I did like the test car, and then none of this stuff. But this next page has some interest. There's an idea book. This one has it has some of the sets with the Technic figures, and I think the most interesting thing on here, that tractor there, I would like to get that one. But we do have this one, the pneumatic operating tractor. It was 8862. Yeah, 8862. I thought I did a video on it. Apparently I didn't. And then, let's see. Nobody's address is on here. So this is how you ordered your spares. Your spares order form, or you could order your Lego Club magazine. And I'll try to, if I remember, I'll try to include a better image of this. But these are some of the things. Look what you get when you join. You get a young child, some magazines, and some stickers. But these stickers, it's just fascinating. There's a lot of these sticker sheets. And it would have been cool to get them. So I have thought about collecting these bricks and pieces. They're very similar, I think, to the magazines we got over here in the Lego Club. Again, this is 1989. And this is the UK version of the Lego Builders Club. And this stuff is rare now. I think it's more rare than the stuff here in the US. Then here's all where you order your spares. It's the original bricks and pieces. Tons of different spare parts available. And they didn't have Susan. They just had spare service. No Susan. There's a telephone number. You can call them now. Order your spares. And then the back cover just features boats and a harbor. But yeah, that's 1989. Isn't that a cool catalog? So now, when you see the Black Seas Barracuda, remember it's not the Black Seas Barracuda, it's the Dark Shark. And the monorail is not the Futuron monorail. It's the Space Trak. These are such better names. UK, y'all really get y'all just came up with so much better names. It's fascinating. It is really fascinating to see these different names. And I already forgot what the what was, let me see. Oh my goodness, was it the pirate one? The governor. We had the governor. We got the Dark Shark. The Governor's Fort Saber with prison and dungeon pit for captured pirates. Don't you dare ever call it the El Dorado Fortress ever again. All right, so I'm going to go. That is a great catalog, and shout out to our friends in the UK. Without the UK, we wouldn't have English, and we just butcher it over here. That's what we do. So I'm going to keep butchering the English language, and I'll be back tomorrow with a different shirt. This is technically a hoodie, and it's swallowing me whole since I've lost 42 pounds this year.